everyone, and welcome to day 4 of Disha. My name is Salmya Menon. I'm a program associate at the Amrita Center for International Programs, and I will be speaking to all of you today about some of the opportunities we have for you to study abroad and attend courses at international institutions around the world. But before I get into my presentation today, I just want to know a little bit about all of you that are joining us. So I understand we have students from all over India and from different grades, anywhere between 9 through 12. So I just want to know a little bit more about you before we start. I just have a couple of icebreaker questions for all of you. So feel free to use the chat function. That's actually the button located right here, if you can see my screen. I'd love to hear from all of you first. So just out of curiosity, where are all of you from? Are you all from Kerala, or are some of you from Andhra Pradesh or Karnataka? I would just like to just get a hi, and then where all of you are from. And as I mentioned, you can go ahead and put your answers in the chat function. Okay, I'm not seeing any responses. I don't know if it's a technical issue from my end. Okay, how about this? Can everybody hear me and see me? Let's start with a simpler question. Can you all see me and can you all hear me? Okay.
Ma'am, you won't be able to see any of their questions in the YouTube page.
Oh, okay. I wasn't aware of that. Okay. Well, thank you for clarifying. Thank you for clarifying that. Okay. So then I guess we will just we'll just move on. I didn't know about checking on the YouTube page. So okay. So no problem. I'll actually look at it a little later. So maybe another question that can be put up is what are some of the areas you're interested in engineering specifically? Are any of you interested in any particular area, such as mechanical engineering or computer science or electrical and electronics engineering? I'm just wondering which areas you're interested in. And also, if have you thought about studying abroad, and if you have, which countries would you like to visit? Are you interested in going to the US or interested in going to an institution in Europe? You can just mention that as well. So you can just take a few minutes to do that. A introduction video to one of the flagship programs at our university called the Amrita Live-in Labs program. It's an experiential learning program in rural India, where students actually apply their classroom knowledge to develop sustainable solutions to challenges faced by villagers in our rural communities. So the unique part of this program is that Amrita students actually work with communities to address challenges and come up with sustainable solutions. So as all of you are just putting in your answers there, I will start this video. Just give me 1 minute.
Human settlements in rural areas have always enjoyed a direct link with the surrounding natural environment. However, with rapidly depleting resources, many villages in India have entered into sustained poverty. In 2013, Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, guided by its Chancellor, Sri Mata Amritanandamayi Devi, launched the Live in Labs program.
We have made this program in such a manner that it has closely knitted the interdisciplinary domains together to bring in the solution. We give the students an opportunity to see the rural community, be in that environment, in the rural community, along with them, live with them. So automatically, compassion will be generated in their heart, which provides them an opportunity to find out what are the challenges they are facing and how their technical knowledge can be used to provide it as a solution.
The Live in Labs program continuously strives to achieve the UN Sustainable Development Goals by fostering self-reliant communities. Bachelor's, master's, and PhD students from all over the world can spend 2 weeks to 6 months working with Amrita faculty and students at one of the program sites. After a comprehensive orientation session and team formation, program participants will live in and explore the village to identify challenges and co-design a proposed solution. Implementation, evaluation, and making improvements will happen after testing the solution in the university's labs.
For any technological solution to be viable, to be sustained, you need to be with the community in designing the solution. That is one of the major things we train them in the whole process, where they'll work with them in coming up with the design. They look into it, what is their needs, so that they can come up with affordable, adaptable, sustainable solution, which will make sure that the technological solutions will become a success.
The program draws on principles of human-centered design for the development and deployment of sustainable solutions in the areas of energy and environment. By developing pathways to access renewable electrical energy, utilizing smart energy technology, and encouraging sustainable practices to protect the environment and conserve natural resources. Water and sanitation. By designing micro-water distribution and management systems, implementing water filtration systems, and fostering water-wise communities. These are joined by initiatives in rural sanitation, which develop sustainable models for toilet construction, fostered through democratic participation. Health and hygiene. By implementing hygiene awareness programs to increase community health and well-being, developing low-cost technologies, diagnosis units, micro-healthcare management devices, a rural health management system, and epidemic management and detection programs. Livelihood and skill development. By designing immersive training programs to acquire new skills, further developing existing skills, and identifying alternative and sustainable income generation avenues, ensuring long-term viability. Education and gender equality. By encouraging gender equality in education through immersive technologies for language training, vocational training, after-school assistance, and life skill training. Waste management and infrastructure. By exploring environmentally sustainable solutions for rural waste management, such as waste-to-wealth initiatives and alternative affordable construction techniques from natural resources. Agriculture and risk management. By designing innovative and smart technologies to promote efficient farming practices, developing techniques to enhance soil and crop quality, and implementing models and systems to map and identify environmental risks. Over the years, students from multiple universities around the world have come to Amrita to participate in various Live-in Labs projects. India's villages are her life force, and they need immediate care and attention. Societies are at their most resilient when knitted closely with threads of love and compassion. So join us and let us work together to develop self-reliant villages in India. Experience is the final evidence for knowing. Shraddhavan Labte Jnanam.
Okay. So that I just wanted to show that video to all of you to give a quick introduction about our program. Now, some of you might be wondering, well, where's the international component to this program? Well, the great thing about Live-in Labs is that we actually have international students working with Amrita students on these projects, and they actually work in interdisciplinary teams together and go into the field and live in rural communities, identify the challenges with community residents, and then work towards a sustainable solution. So this is, as I mentioned, our flagship program at the Center for International Programs that has been highly successful over the past several years. It was initially launched in 2013, so we've had a very successful seven and a half year run right now. So I just wanted to introduce that program first. Aside from Live-in Labs, we have several other opportunities for students to actually go abroad and study abroad, and that's a little bit what I will talk about right now. Okay. So the Center for International Programs is our central nodal office for all activities related to international relations, international communications, and any sort of academic collaboration that needs to be established. All of that goes through our office located at the Amritapuri campus. So the vision of our university, as well as the work we do at the Center for International Programs, is guided by the vision presented by our chancellor. Shri Mata Amritanandamayi Devi, affectionately known as Amma. So one of the big things that Amma talks about and emphasizes is the concept of sustainable development, which is something that even our office also believes in, as we showed through the Live-in Labs program. So taking that into consideration and using her vision, we also believe in developing sustainable solutions to address global challenges. And that is why we also reach out to universities and establish research and academic collaborations. So students get better trained. Students just like you will have the opportunity to go abroad and get that international exposure and get exposure to different ways of thinking and collaborate with international students and faculty and use that knowledge and apply that knowledge to one day actually address global challenges and hopefully come up with sustainable solutions. So as I mentioned, our department has a couple of functions. Three specific ones are global communications, research collaborations, and student opportunities. So in terms of collaborations, we have over 200 established collaborations so far over many years. And as you can see from a very colorful map here, the most number of collaborations are located in North America, mostly between Canada and the US. We haven't done much work in Mexico yet. And aside from North America, Europe is the second place where we also have quite a strong presence in terms of international collaborations. So what are the opportunities that our office can actually give all of you? So here are a couple of them. But before I get into that, I want to address the question, why should you even go abroad, right? We have such fantastic programs here in India, a fantastic education system, but why might it benefit a student to, try a semester abroad or an internship abroad? Well, here are a couple of reasons for that. One, it brings you international exposure. As I mentioned, it gives you an opportunity to learn new skills, learn different ways of thinking, even be exposed to different ways of teaching. And that's and even a different culture. So that's something that's always going to enhance your resume when you put it down that you've spent a semester abroad or you've been abroad for a summer, did a summer program. It also makes you more employable in terms of your academic experience abroad. There are many students who have actually shared with us stories of when they went for their job interview and the person who was interviewing them actually noticed on their resume that they had spent a semester abroad or they'd done an internship abroad, either in the US or Europe, and that became a point of discussion during the interview. And the student was able to talk about their experience and the interviewer was very impressed. So that's something that actually can benefit as well. And of course, it provides a global perspective, making you globally relevant and competent. So it also helps you build a network of friends from around the world. And friends doesn't just have to be who your potential classmates might be. You could even build a network, a professional network, and even have a network of professors. Maybe people you could go to for letters of recommendation later, or even to recommend you to join a program at the university for maybe a higher degree, maybe for a master's program, or even a PhD. Many times that has happened as well. Okay, so what are the programs that our center can actually offer our students? Well, there's many of them actually. We have exchange programs, and I'll explain what these are. So we have exchange programs, we have dual degree programs, study abroad. We have integrated programs where you can actually get a bachelor's and a master's degree within a short period of time, a certain period of time. And then of course, internships, summer school, and we have various scholarship programs as well. For student exchange, it's a very simple setup. It's usually a 1 semester or 2 semester program where students go abroad. The great thing is they don't have to pay tuition fees at the host university. A host university means the international university. And they don't need to do that because it's already covered in the partnership. We have various partner universities, and with those universities, if a student applies for a study abroad program, they can go for 1 semester, student exchange program, they can go for 1 semester and they don't have to pay the tuition fees. So many times students opt to do this for their final semester at the international university. And sometimes they even collaborate with one of the professors there to do their final project as well. That's possible also. And for student exchange, we have many tie-ups with universities in US and Europe. So if you're interested, or if you become interested later, once you join us at Amrita, feel free to come to our office and we'll be happy to talk to you more about those programs. Okay, so these are some of the student exchange programs that we have now. We have many more, but I just wanted to give an example of some of the places we have. As you can see, it's spread across the US and Europe. We have exchange programs in France, Germany, Sweden, Italy, the Netherlands, the US, Italy, and Finland. As I mentioned, this is only just a few. If you want to ever get to know about the other programs, can definitely check out our website or feel free to speak to us. Okay, and then we also have a few study abroad programs as well. Sorry, I skipped that. So that is in UC Davis. Davis, that is at UC Davis and UC San Diego. Those are our two current study abroad programs right now. So the main difference between student exchange and study abroad programs is in study abroad programs, you do have to pay the tuition fee. It's not automatically covered by the partnership agreement. So these are two programs where the no tuition fee doesn't apply. But both are very, very highly ranked universities in the US. So. Then we have integrated programs. So this works slightly differently than the student exchange programs. Integrated programs, as I mentioned, usually it's a combination of a bachelor's and master's degree, but not always. But it's a combination of two different levels of degrees. So it's bachelor's, master's, or it can be master's, PhD. So normally how it works is you do your bachelor's and you can get a master's degree in 1 year. So that would be the 4+1 model. That's very common. There's also a model where you can do your bachelor's and then get an MS degree in 5 years. So this is the 3+2 model. This means you finish your BTech, which is normally 4 years, but you finish it in 3. And then you're able to go for a full 2-year master's program. So that's another option as well. Then, of course, with the master's PhD program, which, of course, if you're ever interested later on, I know it might be a little too early to think about this right now, but we do have this option as well, where you can do a combination of a master's and PhD program. And that can be the 3+1 plus how many other years program as well. So I just wanted to let you know that we do have this option as well, which can be very good to speed up the whole process of graduating and getting 2 degrees in a very short period of time. So here are a few examples of integrated programs. Our 3+2 integrated master's programs. We have one in Sweden and one in France. Both are highly ranked institutions in Europe. So you don't have to worry about the details right now, but I just wanted to let you know. And at some point, if you're ever interested, feel free, of course, to look at our website or talk to us when you come and join us at Amrita. And we also have a 4+1 integrated program as well. University of New Mexico and Oakland, both, again, well-ranked universities in the US. And a few other integrated programs, again, now in France and US. So the UC Irvine, UC Riverside are new ones that we actually just recently received. So next are internship programs. This is a very popular option for students who may not have as much time to go for an exchange program, which is 1 whole semester, or maybe do an integrated program, which is, as I mentioned, earning 2 different levels of degrees over a few years. Some students don't have time or don't want to opt for that, but at the same time want to have an international experience within a shorter amount of time. So this is where internship programs can come in really handy. So we have 3 in the US and 1 in Ireland right now, all very reputed universities. The internship at Penn State University, they were one of the first institutions where we had a really strong partnership agreement in the US, specifically for internships. And that particular internship program has been running very, very successfully for the past few years. So just wanted to give you a quick intro to that. And then we have something called dual degree programs. This is pretty much at the master's level. And the dual degree is basically 2 masters. So you will earn 2 masters simultaneously within 2 years. Normally, it takes 2 years to earn a master's degree, normally. But here, you're going to earn 2 master's degrees in 2 years. So we have that. We have this option as well in several universities between the US and Europe. And we have a couple of combinations. Some of them are MTech and MS. Some of them are MTech and MS ITM, as you can see with Oakland University here in Michigan. But most of them are some sort of combination of MTech and MS, or at University of Louisiana, the MS in computer science or in computer engineering, you can have both. So this is another option as well, a very popular option that has been around for quite a few years now at Amrita. Okay, so this is basically, as I mentioned, you basically gain two degrees within 2 years. So this is actually a great advantage, and of course looks really good on your resume. The next category of programs we have are summer programs. Again, just like internships, these are slightly shorter. They're not as time intensive or long as some of the other programs we have. They usually last anywhere between 2 weeks to 2 months. And sometimes you can even get a credit transfer depending on the partnership agreement between Amrita and the international university. And oftentimes scholarships are available for these programs as well. Okay, so some of you might be wondering, well, okay, we have all these opportunities to go abroad. Do we have any, does the center offer any scholarships for anything we do at Amrita or anything we do abroad? Well, I'm happy to say that we do. So we have various categories of scholarships. We have short-term scholarships for bachelor students, graduate scholarships for master students, PhD scholarships, and chancellor scholarships, but that's more for faculty members. So just a quick explanation about some of the scholarships we have. So one is the short-term international scholarship. This is where Amrita can give you an award of $500 if you're able to introduce 2 international students to any of Amrita University's programs, such as Live in Labs, which is the video I showed, or an internship or a student exchange program. So what does this mean? This means, as an Amrita student, if you ever go abroad and say you make a couple of friends with international students and you talk to them about Amrita and, hey, we have a Live in Labs program and an internship program and this, why don't you come to India and, experience a different culture here? And if you're able to introduce and get 2 students, international students, to come and apply for a couple of our Amrita programs, the university will actually award you a scholarship of $500. So that's how that works. And the other one we have is the Amrita Graduate International Scholarship Program. This is where students can actually be awarded up to $1,000 if they're able to publish a research paper in a Scopus Index journal. This might be a little high level, but I just wanted to explain this. So one thing we encourage at Amrita is for students to publish research papers, specifically in highly recognized journals. So this scholarship is basically if you can, publish a research paper in collaboration with an international student or faculty in a Scopus Index journal. By the end of your program, the university will offer you a $1,000 scholarship. So what does this mean? So say, for example, you go abroad and you do a student exchange program, which is for 1 semester, and you were able to engage in some sort of research project during that time. Well, say maybe the research project turns into a research paper and you're working with an international student who's your classmate, and you have an international faculty who's guiding your research paper. Well, that will be an example, if it gets published in a highly reputed journal, that would be an example of where you can notify the university and they'll then say, okay, great, you're eligible for a $1,000 scholarship. So that's just an example to give for that. Okay, and some of our collaborating universities, as I mentioned, we collaborate with many universities across the world. Most of them are located in the US and, in North America and Europe. We also collaborate with a few institutions in Australia as well, and a few in Asia, specifically Japan. We've had a very strong connection with a few universities in Japan as well. So these are just a few of the logos of some of the universities that we have strong collaborations with. And these are some of our happy faces of students who have gone abroad and have had experiences studying abroad at various universities and for different programs. Some have gone for student exchange, some have gone for internships, some have gone for dual degree as well. So this is something you can think about a little later once you join us at Amrita University. But as I mentioned, we do have a Center for International Programs, so you don't have to feel lost if any of you are interested in doing a study abroad experience. So once you join us at Amrita, you can check your department notice boards. You can contact the international office directly. We're all very friendly over here and are happy to work with students to find out which degree programs will match them, which program you want to do. Do you want to do dual degree? Do you want to do an internship? Do you want to do a exchange program? We can help you with that, not a problem. You can also contact department coordinators. Once you join us at Amrita, every department will have a coordinator, so you can also ask them and they can help you get in touch with us. And all Amrita students have received emails from the university. So from the international office, we regularly send out emails publicizing opportunities, whether it's scholarships or new programs that have come out. So definitely check your emails as well. So once you join us, these are the various ways you can actually get in touch and find out about new opportunities. And that is all I have for all of you today. I hope that I sort of inspired and motivated all of you to think about, to at least think about studying abroad once you join us at Amrita. The pandemic situation isn't going to be here forever. It will end at some point. So definitely, I think by the time you join us and by the time you'll be eligible to go for a study abroad program, I think things will calm down and things should be better. So yeah, I hope this was a good overview for all of you, and we hope to have you at Amrita soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Soumya ma'am, for this wonderful session. So we all got a lot of inputs regarding how we can apply for these international programs and what kind of programs are available today for students if once they join Amrita, because these are very much important. A lot of students aspire to complete their UG or PG in a good foreign university, because that can fetch a lot more opportunities than our Indian universities if you complete your PG in abroad. So all students, please take a quick note of it. The video will be available in YouTube for you to go back and watch all the details. Now I'll be giving you a small our own Amrita University BTech admission process, and lot of you are asking a lot more questions in the chat box, like when the results are coming and when the phase 2 applications will be released. All these doubts you are having, I'll give you a crisp idea about all this admission process, because all of you are in fear and dilemma due to the pandemic we are facing. You have no clue as of now. You will be facing the board exams, or board exams might be cancelled or postponed. So do not worry about all these things. So that's why Amrita University's main aim is to facilitate students with a flexible admission process. So our admission process is very much flexible. So I'll be taking you through this process, and before let me explain about our ranking and accreditations. We are one of the topmost institutions in the country. We are ranked fourth in the country as a private institutions, and we are also graded A by NAC. So you should consider these rankings and accreditations if you are joining a college, because why these things are important is everybody has an aim to get settled in their life, either economically or educationally. So everybody will have their own passion and aims. Somebody has an aim of getting a good salary package. Somebody has an aim of getting a good research oriented, publishing a research oriented paper, good paper. or work as a scientist and work on R&D of different products which are available today. So likewise, if you want to get into these kind of careers, so you should have a sound foundation in undergraduation. So that's what we will be aiming for. So whatever you have learned today, school subject concepts and everything, you should read them in an in-depth manner and understand them in an in-depth manner, and all these subjects which you are going to learn in undergraduation will have various applications. So you can design products, or you can innovate new products, or you can manufacture new products with your undergraduate degrees as an engineer. You can get into technology, you can get into manufacturing industries, or you can become a teacher also, or you can become an entrepreneur. That's why engineering is one of the most sought out career these days. Okay, because it has wide variety of opportunities available for you. So our university not only offers engineering, we offer various degrees also: engineering, art, media journalism, humanities, management courses, allied and healthcare courses, medicine courses, and all these courses we are offering. So we have almost around 20,250 plus students available in our campuses, spread across the four institutions which are up and running now. So almost 1,470 plus faculty members are available today, and 800 plus PhD faculty are there, and 207 programs and 50 constituent schools and 6 campuses. So main thing is, you should understand our campuses are coming up newly in two places. One is in Faridabad, and second one is Amaravati. Maybe in the coming academic year they might be up and running, but currently the four running campuses are Coimbatore, Amritapuri, Bangalore, and Chennai. So these campuses you can look forward. Once you have written AEEE, so you will be getting a seat in either in any of these campuses based on your merit. So our seat allotment process is completely different to others, where we allot seats only based on the merit. So as I have explained, how we can differentiate Amrita's UG degree with another degree is, we concentrate mainly on giving you an experimental learning. Like whatever you have learned today, we will be able to give you an opportunity to implement it or apply it in a real life problem. Likewise, we have come up with a program called Live in Labs. So you have all saw that video. Currently there are 150 plus projects we are doing in 21 states, and 60,000 plus residents are getting empowered through this program. So you will be able to apply the knowledge which you have learned in the classes or academic or through your professors. You can able to implement these skill sets which you have learned. So that's the key thing. Whatever you have learned, until unless you are not giving it back to the society, it will go waste. So you should innovate and or design new products which can decrease the problems of the humanity. So that should be the main aim of our main motto of our institution. So these kind of projects you will get a chance to work on if you are joining as an UG. So this is one of the profile of our graduate person. She did a multidisciplinary learning. Once she completed BTech in computer science engineering. Afterwards she completed BTech in mechanical engineering. Now she also completed masters in aerospace and aeronautical engineering. Look at her degrees what she has taken. So lot of these things are not that much related, but she has changed her career and learned new things, and now she is a product support engineer at Collins Aerospace. So you can mold your career according to your passion. So we will be giving you that opportunity here in our university. Almost 95 students were placed in our institution in the past year. So both combined BTech and MTech, and 56 lakhs was the highest CTC through our campus placements, and 6 lakhs was the average CTC earned by a student, and 160 plus international collaborations and student exchange programs happened, and 200 plus students availed study abroad programs every semester, and 114 plus companies every year comes to our campuses to recruit students. So these kind of opportunities you look forward if you are joining a college or if you are joining a universities like Amrita. This is the information. So these are the international collaborations. You have saw how Soumya ma'am have explained beautifully about all these universities and what kind of programs are offered in these universities, and where you can get into a student exchange program or an integrated program. All these opportunities are available for you in your final year once you join Amrita. So let me get into this admission process. I have talked about the flexible admission process. What it is today a lot of students are facing difficulty to get into a good university. So that's why we have given you three phases. So students can write three phases in AEEE exam. So three phases in the sense you have written the April phase and you are not satisfied with the marks in April, you can attend it in June. And now in June also you are not satisfied with your marks, you can again reapply and write it in July. So you have three opportunities to better your marks. So best of three will be considered, and phase one has already been completed, which was in last April 17th on dates. And phase two, phase three dates I will announce shortly. And if you have visited our website, you might already know the dates for phase 2. So apart from AEEE entrance exam, students who are writing only JEE mains, through those scores also they can apply for JEE, apply for Amrita University. Based on your JEE scores also you can apply by paying a minimum fee of 300 rupees. Based on the scores, seat allotment can happen. So, and one more exam we will consider is Pearson undergraduate entrance exam. So this is also one exam you can write. And fourth exam is SAT. So SAT also you can write. SAT is mainly we accept only subject specific test. So if you are interested in joining Amrita, or you are unable to fetch any good college through SAT, you can opt for Amrita University, because our curriculum and our opportunities are on par with the foreign universities. So you can opt for Amrita University if you are writing SAT subject specific test also. So the basic eligibility if you are to apply for BTech admissions 2021 for Amrita is physics, chemistry, maths. You should have a minimum of 55 percentage, and coming to the aggregate percentage, you should have more than 60%. So if students are getting good marks and good ranks in the AEEE exam or JEE mains, we will be giving you scholarships. So there are four fee slabs available. Slab 1 is for top 10%, slab 2 is for top 20%. Likewise, we will be giving you scholarships up to 2 to 1 lakh scholarships are available for you students. So, or if you haven't got the scholarship in the first year, but based on your academic marks or CGPA in the first year, we can give you scholarship in the second year also. So that opportunity is also available for you. Okay, how we select students is we conduct two mode of exams. One is remote proctored mode, which means you can write the exam from your home. The second mode is center based mode. Center based mode is only happening in southern state, but considering the situation in June, we might not be conducting the center based mode. Only remote proctored mode we will be conducting in June. So as I have told you earlier, first phase is already over, April 17th and 18th. Second phase dates are June 11th and 14th. Applications are open. If you are interested to apply for June, students who have already written the exam in April, their marks will be released in the coming week. So don't worry about your marks and results. So students who have written the test in April, their marks will be released in the coming week, and they will be given an option easier than JE, but it is not that much easier as your intermediate board. Okay, so there will be 3 marks for correct answers and -1 for wrong answer. So and seat allotment is only based on merit. So whatever rank you have secured in AEEE, so based on that only seat allotment will be happening. Okay, these are the branches we offered. So aerospace engineering, chemical engineering, civil engineering, computer science engineering, artificial intelligence, and electronics and communication engineering, electrical and computer engineering. Please visit our website. There are a lot more information mentioned about this curriculum also, course curriculum also. Please visit amrita.edu/btech. Okay, so if you have any doubts, please keep posting your questions in the chat box. I will be answering all of your queries, and I will be addressing all the queries you are facing. facing today. Lot of you are facing lot more doubts today about when will be the exam. Is the exam is in CBT mode? I have opted for CBT mode. What should I do now? So I will be addressing all these things. Please keep posting your answers in the chat box, or if you have questions related to the international programs, like how can I apply? So how much scholarship I can avail? All these questions also will be answered. Please keep posting the questions in the chat box. We will be open to questions now. Thank you, everyone.
Uh, Ma'am, and thank you, Sudhir. It was a really wonderful session. So let's move on to Q&A. Uh, I hope I'm audible.
Yes.
Okay. So the first question is there a chance for the students to study in abroad universities and get placements in that particular country? I would like to repeat the question. Is there a chance for the students to study in abroad university and get placements in the particular country?
Rashmi, do you want to take it? Like, I also have an answer, but why don't you start? Yeah.
Is it audible?
Yes.
Okay. So, for the student opportunities, we are giving so many opportunities to the students to study abroad. They can explore various opportunities, and the students can hello. Okay, like I said, we are offering many various programs to the students to study abroad, and we have many can explore many opportunities, and they will come across many opportunities abroad also while studying, and they can look into it because you will be meeting various professors from the in abroad universities, and you will be open to other options. You can.
I think. Rashmi, we lost you again. I'll just jump in. Don't just jump in. So yes. So one thing I do, which I realized, I think maybe I didn't emphasize in the presentation, is that um, like we still want to retain our students at Amrita. Amrita is not saying hi, we'll just send you abroad and then tata, bye bye. Okay, so the thing is that the main degrees are still at Amrita. So for example, the integrated program, the BTech is at Amrita. It's not that the BTech and the masters are both in the international university, or that for dual degree programs, both masters are at the international university. It's not like that. We want to give students an opportunity to study abroad, but the graduation is still at Amrita, the degree is still at Amrita, they're still an Amrita student. So I'm sorry, I just wanted to clarify in case there was any doubt about that. It's not that you come to Amrita and then after a semester or a year you say bye and then you're just gone to the international university. No. So I just wanted to clarify that first. So in terms of placements, it depends on which program you're applying to. For example, say you're applying to a student exchange program and you're there for your final semester. Okay, so you still have to come back to Amrita to graduate. You're not graduating at the international university. You're graduating at Amrita. So again, placements it will be in the country, not at the university. Placements at the international university is for students doing the degree at the international university, the entire degree. So I just wanted to explain that first. So getting a job in a country abroad, it depends on what you're going there for to begin with. What you do have opportunities for is, say for example, you did your final semester of your BTech at an international university, but you're looking for opportunities to go for a master's program at that university. Those kind of opportunities are there. You can make connections, but placements indicates a job. So job is a little different because there's a whole visa kind of component to it as well. Say you're going to the US. You're going there on a student visa. So that doesn't necessarily translate into an employment visa. So you have to think about that as well. So in terms of placements, I wouldn't say it's for that. But if you're looking for other academic opportunities, like studying higher at that particular institution, there have been many stories like that, where Amrita students have gone for an internship or a study abroad, or even for dual degree. They've done their first master's degree at Amrita. The second one has been done at the International University. And then they were interested in continuing at that institution for a PhD program. So those opportunities are there. But placements, since it's a job, the whole visa thing is something you need to think about. So I wouldn't say it's for placements, but we can have opportunities for going for higher studies or another degree at the same institution. I hope that clarifies things.
Thank you, ma'am. The next question is, what should we do to study abroad after BTech or BE?
I think that depends. Rashmi, you want to take that?
I'm on now. Hello.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, like Soumya ma'am said, we have many opportunities like integrated programs, like exchange program. We have many opportunities for the students. So like we have for example, for the integrated program, it's a 3+2 program. Like you will be earning a BTech as well as MS degree in 5 years instead of 6 years. So you can actually gain 1 year if you study in Amrita and take part in this program. So like if you want to apply for this masters after that, you can go to, like if you want to apply master to any host university separately, so you have to go through many process. So for example, for ours, for example, for 3+2, it's like you are you for most of the universities, TOEFL is not required. Any other English language requirement is not required. GRE is not required. You will get, if you nominate, you will get, if this, and if you fulfill their eligibility criteria, you will be get admitted to that university directly. So you can gain 1 year. So for it's in the case of any integrated program. If you want to apply directly, you have to, like, you can apply, but you have to go through many processes to get admitted to a host university. uh, Mostly all the universities are highly ranked universities, and this, if apply directly, like you have to take their admission test, this English requirement, then other requirements, everything you have to get into it, then only you can enter into that university.
Thank you, Rashmi. The next question is, when the slot booking start for phase 2?
So the slot for phase 2 will be starting right after the results are announced. You will get an option then and there in the application portal to book the slot for the exam on June 11th and 14th. We will be intimating the BTech admissions webpage and also through mail and SMS.
Thank you, Sudhir. The next question is, I missed phase 1 AEEE exam. Can I write phase 2 without paying, because I have paid for the first one and missed the exam?
So students who have written the phase 1 did the slot booking and all, so don't worry. So whoever didn't attend phase 1, we will be giving you any extra amount, or students whose exam is not submitted, or students whose results published or their marks was not there in the AOP portal, we will be giving them. So don't worry about that. No need of extra payment if you are absent for phase 1.
Thank you, Sudhir. The next question is it possible to do CSE in Kerala and do the last year in abroad? And is there a mark criterion for that?
Yes, like one last semester abroad.
Yes.
Okay, so like that is you can apply for the exchange program. Like mainly we suggest students to apply for the student exchange program during their final year, because like they can do the project or the courses at the host university. university. So, and the credits can be transferred. So, like you can complete your BTech till your seventh semester in Amrita. Then eighth semester you can go to the host university and complete your program and come back to Amrita to come and you can graduate from Amrita.
I think yes, students, I hope all your answers, I mean, queries got answered in this session today. If all the answers are not, all your queries are not answered, also don't worry. So there is a toll-free number in our website, and you can interact with us. So please remember, the phase two dates are June 11th to 14th, and the phase one results will be announced in the coming week, maybe by Tuesday. By Tuesday morning, the results will be announced, and then and there itself you can book the slot. And students who has faced a login issue, or student who faced or who are absent for the last phase, they can write the exam free of cost. Don't worry about it. And if you have any queries regarding the phase one result, or if you have any queries regarding the slot booking, and regarding the willingness to write phase one, so whoever is interested to write phase two, please submit your willingness or complete your application process by May 30th. It is very crucial. We will be giving you a practice test also for phase 2, so you can just log in and do practice how you can write the test from home. So please go through the whole process before May 30th and complete the slot booking and willingness process before May 30th. So we will be informing you this information, so through mail and SMS. And if you have any more questions, so we will be answering it you through our counselors. Please keep calling us through the toll free numbers available in the website, or mail all your queries to btech@amrita.edu. So we will be ending the session now, and I hope we have covered all your queries today. And I hope all of you have got a good knowledge about how you can apply for international programs, and how you can get into a student
Sir,
exchange.
I want to tell you one more thing. If the students have any questions or if they want to ask us any questions, they can always write to international@amrita.edu. And
Okay.
they can always look into our website, www.amrita.edu. And you can go to the international page, and all our programs are listed in that page. And feel
Okay.
free to contact us anytime. Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for attending, and we'll be meeting you tomorrow with a program about how to handle stress, because all of you students are having fear and dilemma and stress. So tomorrow we will be having a session how to manage your stress and all. So use the same link to attend the session. So see you all tomorrow in the same link. Okay, fine. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you all.